Here now with a report on dentistry and the environment. Our reporter, Lora Windsor.
In addition to the conservation of your natural teeth, Dr. Saepoff's offices are dedicated to conservation of the environment. The steps they've taken to reduce waste and eliminate many disposable toxins have earned them a 5-star rating as an EnviroStar business.
There are 3 environments that we're dealing with here. One is the environment of the patient's body and keeping toxicity low for that patient's body. The next environment is the interior of the office and the environment where we're using the water and breathing the air in that office. And the third environment is the greater environment, the big environment, the planet. And we also want to take care of that and make sure we don't increase the toxic load of our earth.
While visiting Natural Dental Health Associates, Dr. Saepoff gave us a live tour of some of the equipment in use in her offices.
Since this is an environmentally conscious office, we actually had custom chair covers made so that we don't have to buy and throw away plastic every single time a patient uses this chair. So they are made to fit, and we just launder them right here at the office. A lot less trash. And here's a HEPA filter, one of the many filters that we have around the office which clean our air and remove any dust and impurities that might get into our air because of the work we're doing, and it keeps our indoor air quality very high. Another way that we keep our office air quality very high is we use a steam sterilizer instead of a chemical sterilizer. And those chemicals that are used to sterilize instruments, those do get into the air, and we don't want to be breathing that, and we don't want you breathing that. And we also don't use any cold sterilizing solutions that are glutaraldehyde based, because again that evaporates into the air and it just gives the office kind of that dental office smell, and our office doesn't smell like anything, it just smells like clean, fresh air in here. We use digital x-rays here because of the low radiation exposure, but another advantage is that we don't have any developer or fixer to evaporate into our air, so our air quality again stays much cleaner. Anytime that we're removing metal from the patient's teeth, we want them to be breathing air from a separate source, because right in the area of the mouth and the nose is some dust and some vapor during the removal process. So we use a little nasal cannula. This has clean operating room air blowing on the patient's nose throughout the entire procedure. And at the same time, we have a gooseneck filter, and this is taking all of the air from the immediate area of the teeth and the mouth, and it's going down here into a mercury filter in this box down below.
And what about the materials used on the patients?
The materials that I've selected to use are selected because people who have had testing done for biocompatibility with materials, the materials I have in my office available are the ones that test well even for very chemically sensitive people. Some of the plastics used in dentistry, off-gas plastic chemicals, and some off-gas less, and some really are quite safe, but there's a big variety. And so the ones that I carry in my office that I use are the ones that have been found to be the best for the most people. And if somebody were to be tested and find out that there's a material that is best for them and I don't happen to have that one, I'll go ahead and order that, and we'll use that for that person, and then we'll have that one in the office. There are other materials that have different metals in them that come with warning labels from the manufacturer, and basically I think that patients have a right to know what those warnings are. And if there are materials that I can select that don't have those properties, that are safer, I will select the safer materials. And these materials are approved for use in teeth. They are regular dental materials. They last a long time. They are usually considered cosmetic dental filling materials because they are tooth colored. And so for a lot of reasons, they are just very nice.
Natural Dental Health Associates is dedicated to the protection of the environment by maximum reduction and elimination of toxic materials. For the American Health Journal, I'm Lora Windsor.